least one kid, and after that I always assumed I'd adopt the rest. And like the rest of the things in my life, Jesus's dreams for me are much bigger than the dreams that I dream for me. I was at Bible study one night with some friends of mine. One of those is Rocky, who him and his wife Debbie have adopted from India. And God called me here to work with the local body that they are a part of and their daughters from India. He slid a picture across the table and he said, "Candy, isn't she cute?" Her name is Pooja and she really needs a mom. And I thought, well, that is great. I saw lots of kids when I lived in India, but I told him I would pray. I walked into the woods one day, somewhere between Christmas and New Year's, and went for a prayer walk. And when I walked into the woods, my hands and my heart were open. And when I came out of the woods, in my heart, I was a mom. And I'm not sure exactly how that happens. I just know that it did. I just think that mommy is a great word, no matter what language it's spoken in. And no matter how you get to that point, I think it still means the same thing. I guess this is God's way of combining them and taking two countries and making one legacy, one family, one heart, and one dream. I started praying for the country of India back in the mid-1990s. I ended up going to India in 2003. It took that long for God to say yes to my plea to go and for Him to make the timing just right. I lived there for a year and I left most of my heart there. And I always thought that I would spend most of my life there. But this past season, I've been in the U.S. and right now I'm still in the U.S. Little did I know that God was going to take my heart for India and bring a piece of India to me. A lot of my life has spent investing in this generation and the next generation. I've been a nanny. I'm a pediatric nurse. I've done work with children's ministry, and I've always loved the kids and given them back. And the thought of having a child to raise as mine is, I guess it's really beyond words. Right now, Pooja's 10 years old, and she's been in a great orphanage. Because she's 10, she's nearly aged out of the system. They didn't know if anybody would want her, so they've already moved her once. But my agency assures me that they're keeping track of her. Normally, kids leave the system of adoption in India between 12 and 14 years of age. And their prospects are living on the street, getting married at a very young age, or ending up in a red light district, or smuggled out of the country for a prostitution ring somewhere else around the world. I can't wait to hug her and hold her and teach her about Jesus and share with her the things that are important to me and hear the things that are important to her. So if you want to pray for Pooja and I, that would be wonderful. There are a few things that we need. If you would please ask that the Father would keep her health strong and protect her while she's still in India, being moved back and forth between orphanages for the time being. That He would protect her heart and continue to keep that seed of hope alive. That we would have the finances that we need to go through this process as quickly as possible. Please ask that we would have favor with the government, both here in the U.S. and the court system in India, that red tape would not slow down the process and keep Pooja from coming home. And pray most of all that God would prepare our hearts and our communities as we go through this transition of becoming two souls who are joined together in one family. Thank you.